Hi, this is Jennifer Cook here with my second vlog for the Global Learning Project in my TE 150 class at Michigan State. I'm here to talk about my first interaction that I had with my international student, whose name is Echo. Just to recap a little bit about myself, I was born in Michigan. I've moved 12 times in my life. My parents currently live in Florida, and that's pretty much where I was raised. But I've lived in small towns, big towns, you name it, just kind of all over the place. That's the way I grew up. And Echo, what I learned, is from the southwest area of China, in a town I cannot pronounce the name of. And actually, the most interesting thing about the town that she's from is that it was the place where pandas originated. So that's cool. She applied to 6 schools in America after high school, including MSU, and decided to go to MSU because she really loved the snow. Interesting. And MSU is very different than where she grew up. She is from a family of only 4. Her little sister is 3 years old, and she is 19. So it's a very interesting difference in our families and things like that. She is currently majoring in dietetics despite her parents' wishes for her to major in hospitality business because they own a hotel chain in China. And so for our interaction, I decided that we were going to go explore healthy food options. So I took her to a very convenient place called Pita Pit. And the reason that I went there is because it's a really healthy place, and I also didn't have to cook, which I found out she really likes to cook, and I don't like to cook. So it was perfect for me to host her there. And we ordered some similar things, and just sat down and ate. And some of the emotions I started to feel as we were talking were very interested and very intrigued by things that she told me about Chinese foods that are extremely different than American foods, and the traditions that they have are very different. For example, they have rice at every single meal, and they have a lot more spicy foods than we do, which I don't really like personally, so I think that that would be very interesting to go there and eat and experience that. She also debunked a lot of Chinese American food stereotypes, such as egg rolls and things that I really love eating that she never eats, like egg rolls. Negative feelings I was having throughout this interaction were a lot of times she had trouble answering my questions, so I had to rework and effectively communicate to her in different ways. And it was kind of the same with her. Like, she didn't really know exactly how to explain things to me sometimes, so she would pull up her iPhone and show me a picture of what she was talking about instead, which was also a very different way to accommodate. So going from language to a visual image was definitely something to accommodate too. A lot of surprising things I found out about what she was interested in is that despite her majoring in dietetics, there's actually no dietitians in China. It's not really recognized there. And there's also no nutrition facts on any of the foods, which personally I wouldn't like because I like to know what I'm eating, but it doesn't really matter to Chinese people what they're eating per se. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. It didn't seem to me to like Chinese people really cared about the nutrition that they have. I think that they do know the differences in nutrition and they're educated that way. But especially from what Eka was telling me, we had a lot of the same ideas about nutrition, but there wasn't really anything that I learned through what she was saying was healthy and wasn't. And there wasn't anything that we disagreed on, so that was good. However, she did tell me that in China they don't eat as many sweets, and that would probably make me really sad. So maybe it does really come down to what you eat. It's interesting. She told me that she just thinks Chinese people are genetically skinnier than Americans. Well, I don't really agree with that exactly, but it's true, kind of, in a way. I think they walk a lot more than Americans, but they also don't do like strenuous exercises, and that's something that I really like to do, and she doesn't really care for. So all things to say, for our next interaction, we plan to cook together because she wants to teach me things about Chinese traditional foods, and we're gonna eat those that we make because she likes cooking and I don't. But she really wants me to attempt to show her how to make scrambled eggs because that is her favorite food. Um, Overall, accommodation wise, like I said earlier, I just felt like there was a lot of mental switching from language to a visual image that she tried to explain to me, and also interpersonally realizing that one common thing, like scrambled eggs, for example, in America that I pretty much will only eat, don't even exist in China, is a very interesting thing that I kind of had to wrap my brain around and didn't understand. Um, so that was pretty much the gist of our interaction, and I will keep you posted for next time. Thanks.